Right black at you, right black at you, right black at you. I hope my volume is good. 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 This is the Few the Proud, the For Real TV. And of course, I'm your host, Raheem the Dream, better known as Top Cat. And let me get myself on screen here. Give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is Raheem the Dream, better known as Top Cat, and this is the Few, the Proud, the For Real TV. And you know the rest. I'm right black at you, and just make sure everything good here. I hope everybody had a good, prosperous day. Um, I'm glad to be here tonight. One thing for sure, two for certain. Here I am, live and living color. The topic for the night is I seen more than I expected. I seen more than I expected. And this is actually Miss Elliott's topic. She's my co-host tonight, so I'll be bringing her in 1 second here. I just want to go through and I want to welcome everybody to the Few the Proud of For Real TV. And if it's your first time coming to the channel, subscribe to the channel, tap that little bell so you get notifications, even though I know I'm being shadow banned. And always smash that thumbs up for me. Thumb up the video, thumb up the video, thumb up the video. Um, I just want to say I seen more than I expected. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that now before she even come on. I seen more than I expected. And one thing for sure, too, for certain, I want to give a shout out to the For Real team, to my great team members. Great team members. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now because we're on the move. You understand what I'm saying? Talk to the lawyer today. We getting other things in order. We're on the move. We're on the move. Think you couldn't stand me? You think you couldn't stand me then? How you like me now? Started from the bottom, now we here. You did? Started from the bottom, now we here. Okay? But as I was saying, this is Miss Elliott's topic, so bear with me, and I'm gonna get her in here. Okay, I sent her the link, so she should be coming in a minute. And once again, I hope everybody had a great day. I hope you're fine. I hope your families are fine. And we're gonna get into the topic as soon as she get here. But it's her topic, so we're gonna wait on her to get in. And I'm just gonna speak on again the good work that the team did Sunday. Team did excellent work Sunday. I was uh, uh, I was proud. Yeah, I was really proud to see the work that the team did Sunday. I was very proud of everyone. Yeah, we We did our thing Sunday. And just remember, that was just the start. And that was just the start. And once again, this is the Future Proud of Real TV. Um, the floor is always open for comments. So if you got any comments, just come on in. Come on in with your comments. And I'm waiting on Miss Elliott to get in here. I hope she ain't having a problem. But usually she be the first one in the house. I'm gonna send it to her again just to make sure. Send it to her again just to make sure. Okay, I guess it went out. So like I said, I hope everybody had a good, prosperous day today. And I hope all is well with you and your families. Let me see what's going on here. Bear with me a minute. Okay, Miss Elliott having a few technical difficulties. That I just talked with her, but she's trying to iron that out. So I'm gonna keep on going here, and if anybody got any comments, come on with it. Me myself, I'm gonna get back to the kids and literacy, mostly financial literacy that I'm learning myself. You understand what I'm saying? And the way I look at it, what I'm learning, I need to pass it on to these kids now. So they don't wait till they get my age. They don't wait till they get 60 and start trying to learn financial literacy. You dig what I'm saying? So we need to be giving this stuff to our kids. Because like I always say, black kids should know how to do a business plan before they're 10 years old. But these parents don't think about that. Because you know why? They want to send them to the plantation like they did. Or send them to college to be a better slave. Because that's all you do when you send them to college. You send them to college to be a better slave, a higher paid slave. You dig what I'm saying? That's what we do. We don't teach our kids about being self-employed and starting their own corporations. Because we don't know nothing about it. So we have to educate ourselves and pass it on to the kids so they can take it to the next level. That's what I'm about. You see what I'm saying? Instead of trying to climb their corporate ladder, climb your own ladder. Build your own ladder and climb it. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying don't do what you have to do. That's not what I'm saying. But you're doing what you have to do now. We don't want to make our kids have to do what they have to do. We want our kids to have choices. And how can we put our kids in the right place for choices? Financial literacy. We have to teach our kids finance, something that we was never taught. And I'm not talking about how to check a little checkbook. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about stocks and bonds. I'm talking about where they can stop trading times for money, because you're never going to get rich if you're still trading time for money. If you trade time for money, you never get rich. You never get rich trading time for money. So don't ever forget that. I'm going to say it again. You will never get rich trading time for money. Anytime you talk to a rich person or wealthy person, they're going to tell you the first thing you need to stop doing is trading time for dollars. Then learning how to make your money work for you. In other words, you send your money out to go to work for you. This is what we need to be teaching our children. But I see Miss Elliott in the house, so I'm gonna give her the flow. This is her topic. I'm gonna let her go. I'm gonna be quiet, cause you know how she do.
Oh my.
I'm gonna
Oh,
get. I'm gonna put myself on mute and just let her go. How you be today?
I'm all right. How are you?
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Okay, okay. Um, yeah, this is your topic. I seen more than I expected, and I know I seen more than I didn't expect. I might have seen a little bit more than I needed to see.
Right. what, what exactly is that what
I,
it's all about?
don't worry about it. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Here we are.
All right. So I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna let you go on and give your introduction
Okay.
on what your topic is about.
Okay.
And I gave you the solo screen, so it's on you.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marietta Elliott, and I'm your co-host tonight. The topic is pretty interesting. You know, I saw more than I expected. And referencing the weekend that we had, the For Real team was out there, and we took care of what we needed to take care of. We got ourselves involved with some people that are in the community. But I was really surprised that our babies are really in a space. And, you know, through all this whole process, we want to reach out to the children so that way they can become entrepreneurs and do something different in their lives besides being in the street, exploiting themselves and destroying the black race and bringing the family back together. But one thing through all this process of us reaching out and trying to help the people, we also have to realize that we got to figure out what is causing this, and we got to get a handle on it because there's too much going on and our children are suffering behind it, and we need to curb that behavior for the future children. And that's why I was saying that I saw more than I expected, because you know we have children who are fending for themselves. You know, it's bad enough that we're worried about the parents not being good parents, but I'm seeing that there are so many children in our community that are fending for themselves. And that was very, very upsetting to me to know that these children have to fend for themselves. And then it makes me stop and think, you know, is that part of the reason why they're out there, you know, robbing and stealing? Not just because it's something to do or it's a badge of honor, it's a way of survival. And I saw that firsthand. I was down in the trenches. I saw that firsthand. And every child that came, it just made me wonder, you know, and I was always asking the kids, well, where's your mom? Where's your dad? And they always said that they were at home. And but these kids were out fending for themselves. So that's some open conversation that we all need to have. We need to try to figure out a way to just curb that behavior first, because in order to reach our children, we're going to have to be able to curb the behavior for why they are in the space that they're in. And that's something that this is going to be a dual sword. I just thought that we were definitely going to be focused on our babies, but we also have to get focused on what brought them to that level. And a lot of them are at that level and a point of no return because they're trying to survive. They got siblings they're trying to take care of. And I'm hoping that there's someone out there in the audience that can give us some input on how we're going to start to change that behavior as well, because that is part of why our babies are out there fending for themselves, because of, you know, the parents or whoever is responsible for these children. They should not be out there hungry. They should not be out there trying to put clothes on their back. They should not be out there trying to figure out a way to get through the next day. That's an adult's responsibility. It definitely is an adult's responsibility. And we should not have our babies in that space. So Raheem, I'm kind of ready to go into the other side of this if you're there. He must not be. Okay. Okay, well, anyways, yeah. And then I saw where, you know, firsthand parents that are out there, you know, in spaces that they don't belong in, and they're trying to raise children. And then they're wondering why children are going astray. These kids are starving for more than just food and love and an education. They are starving for a concrete foundation, and probably didn't even start off with one to begin with. And that's heartbreaking. It's devastating. And it's enough to destroy anybody that cares enough to want to do something, because it's hard to get past what we have failed to do for our children and to hold other people accountable for what they have failed to do for their babies. So, did you get any of that, or are you still on mute?
Yeah, I heard some of it, but I was over here getting the TikTok up, you know, because I've been trying to switch off a little bit, going from TikTok to Instagram, trying to get us, you know, spread it out more. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of just playing one all the time. So I was getting that TikTok lined up,
right.
and I'm trying to get the phone set right.
I'm so thirsty.
Okay. Okay. Here. Let's see. Yep. There. Okay, but this is the Future Proud of For Real TV, right? Black guy, you and I agree 100% with you. I agree 100% with you. You know, like I said before, you know, I was in the barbershop today. I go in the barbershop today, and I tell dude, I said, you know what, man, I got some books, you know, left over, you know, from the thing, and you know, I got some kids' books, and you know, can I put some in the shop? This dude gonna look at me and say, what kind of books? I said, man, I just said kid books. You understand what I'm saying? Say, oh man, they ain't gonna do nothing but have them all over the shop and all this over here. You understand what I'm saying? And I say that's I ain't gonna tell you what I said.
No, please don't.
Because you know me.
Yes.
You know I went off on it.
I know.
In his own spot.
I know.
And then took a seat.
Oh, Raheem, come on.
You understand what I'm saying? And then sat down. You understand me?
Yes.
You understand? What I told him, what you're showing is your selfishness. That's what you're showing. You don't care nothing about the kids. How can you call yourself a grown, rusty A man?
My favorite word.
Don't care nothing about the kids. But you care about them when they come in here and give you their money for the haircut, though. So that's the only use they are for you, huh?
Wow.
So you don't want them to come in and have a book. If anything, the book might have them sit down and be still.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's the selfishness of our people. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the selfishness of our people. You understand? And then, because I can remember some years ago, he was mad because his kid's mama took him to child support. You dig what I'm saying? And I say, yeah, think about that. Think about why she did it. Now I see why. You're a selfish dude.
Wow.
You're a selfish dude. But I'm gonna leave that there. You understand what I'm saying? But it kind of pissed me off when I said children books, and then he gonna say, what kind of books? I said, man, children books, kid books, something for the kids to read. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a bunch of grown, these so-called, see, they ain't, in my book, they're a man-child.
Right.
A man-child. Or as my other buddy like to say, and he's a preacher, he got the barbershop across the street in the back. You understand what I'm saying? So far, he ain't a minister pork chop yet. You dig what I'm saying? Because he really, care about what he's doing so far. That's all I can say, so far. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't really starting to get a whole lot of money yet. You dig what I'm saying? Then we'll see, but that'll tell the truth. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because that brings it out. See, one thing about money, and I learned this in the street. One thing about money, whatever's in you is going to show. It's going to either show that you're good, or it's going to show that you're bad. And what I mean by that, see, the more money you get, it's going to show your goodness, or it's going to show your bad and selfishness.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying? It's just like I get a little money, I ride down the streets and the kids. You got your YouTube channel open or something? Because I'm getting the echo.
Oh, no.
I'm getting the echo. Oh, man, that might be mine.
Oh.
On my phone. But anyway, you know how the kids be out there selling water and pop and stuff like that there. So I'll pull up on them and just say, here, I don't want nothing though.
Right.
Because see, me, I recognize the hustle.
Right.
That was me at a different time. Only we was hustling pop bottles and stuff like that there.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? We was hustling pop bottles and stuff like that there. So I recognize the hustle. You see what I'm saying? But I'll pull up on them and just give them the money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I see the kids out there with a lemonade stand in the summertime or whatever. You dig what I'm saying? I'll pull up, hand them the money, and just say, no, I don't want nothing.
Right.
I don't want nothing. Here, just take this money. Because I respect the hustle.
Right.
I respect the hustle. Okay. You got some comments here. You ready for them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here you go.
Okay. Oh, hi, Alan. Parents are afraid.
My little brother. That's my little brother right there.
Yeah, my nephew. Parents are afraid to parent the people is they have their own free will with no sense of consequences. Yeah, that is very, very true.
Yes.
That's something we got to curb.
Is the problem. Yeah, he was ending that. Okay, go Booby.
Hey, Chris. Good evening, everyone. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining.
What's going on, cuz? Okay, and you got Mike in the house.
Okay, Mike. Good evening, everyone. You guys look great in red. Thank you. How you doing?
This is the Few, the Proud of For Real TV. Thumb up the video, thumb up the video, thumb up the video. Hit that little bell, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Come over to the YouTube channel. I'm over here on TikTok telling them that. But go ahead, baby.
So yeah, your friend in the barbershop, one thing he could have really thought about a way to train the children. Pick up your book and put it back.
That's it.
Instead of him worried about having to deal with the cleanup, let the child do the cleanup. That's the responsibility. That's part of training. And that would have been a good thing if he could realize that. And hopefully he will realize that. But that's what's important here is we're trying to rear our children in the right direction. And where they falter, we have to do the correcting.
Nobody wants the job.
I know.
The parents don't even want the job.
Exactly. And that's the reason
You know what
why,
I'm saying?
yeah, I said I saw more than I expected. Yes, because it's real. It's really real. So Ron says, hello, my good people. Both looking good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, my good brother Ron in the house. Ron in the house.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, Alan, I think we need to do parent versus kid challenges, including acknowledge events, physical events, yeah, and the historical events.
That's
Absolutely.
that's a good idea.
Absolutely. See,
That's a good
that's why
idea,
we
my
need you,
brother.
Alan.
Yeah, that's a good idea, my brother. That's a
Oh
good
yeah.
idea. Yes, it is. Oh,
Especially because he's in that younger generation with young children. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be absolutely perfect. So glad to have my nephew. Absolutely. So yeah, we gotta definitely think about curbing the behavior so that our children are not in that space, because we saw middle-aged kids, but there are some that are far younger, and they're going to grow up to think that they got to do something because I'm hungry.
well,
We don't have clothes.
this is one of the biggest problems is this so-called culture that's not ours, but it's been put on us by the media. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna tell you what this culture is, because it's put on us by the media because they use the rappers to do it. It's these drugs that it's cool to do these drugs these young folks are doing now.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's their brain ain't even getting a chance to develop.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? See, I was talking. I forget who I was talking to today. Up at the other barber shop up in Maple Heights, and I was talking to the brother up there, and I was telling him how our culture, our so-called culture, that's not our culture, but they push it like it's ours.
Mhm.
Well, we have turned right, wrong, and wrong right. You understand me? Listen, our culture, our so-called culture, because it's not our culture, but I'm using that word so people will understand what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Sometimes you gotta use the words of the people so they can know what you're saying. Because if you say other words, they'll be like, what are you talking about?
Mhm.
But anyway, I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Anyway, we will glorify drug dealers and everything, but the guy who catching the bus to work every day to feed the kid, to feed his family, we say nothing. He's like he don't even exist.
Mhm.
You understand? It's
Mhm.
like he don't even exist.
Mhm.
But we'll glorify them. You understand what I'm saying? He is a sucker.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you from experience, because growing up, that was a sucker to me.
Mhm.
You dig what I'm saying? So I know how the young folks thinking now.
Mhm.
I talk with them. I had young guys that I ain't gonna say they did a check on my background, but I told them to go ask their people did they know me. And I got things from them like, well, man, how could you stop doing that when you was getting all that money and you running around with some hats in your hand?
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I said, look, brother, I got these hats in my hand, but guess what? I ain't looking for the police. I ain't looking for nobody following me and trying to rob me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I ain't got to worry about you telling on me.
Oh boy.
He started laughing, just like you just did. And I ain't got to worry about you telling on me because you're out of your jealousy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Out of your jealousy.
Mhm.
I say, so put all that together, and I want you to think about what I just said. Put it all together.
Right.
Put it all together. Okay, you got some comments here.
Okay.
You got Ron's comment, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Ron.
What's
Thanks
brother
for
Ron?
tuning in.
Okay, you got Alan
Okay.
to do it here.
Yeah, we did
Now
that
you
one.
got that one. Okay, here you go.
Okay, so when they leave our events, we make people want to spend more time researching together, learning each other. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to put some things together for that too.
Mhm. Yeah, right. Because while I was there on Sunday, I was really sitting down and talking about what we're trying to do and letting them know how concerned we are about their lives and their situations. And I got one person's phone number, and I'm going to call her um, tomorrow just to make sure she knows I do care. She was trying to get settled and moved into a new place yesterday, so I didn't want to bother her, but I wished her well, and that we would be in touch with her. So that was, one person, but one person is great because she had 8 babies.
There you go.
She had 8 babies, and I thought that was wonderful. Wonderful. So Alice says, once we figure out ourselves, we can figure out our direction. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And so Alan says, Ron, I got some ideas. Oh, God, yes. Okay, so Ron says, we have to stop making money. Our God just need enough to take care of ourselves. Hello, Top. Hello. Hello, Top, Miss Elliott. Hi. And that is true. People do make money, their God. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so but I was just saying what I was saying because what I'm saying, they want to try to tell us that's our culture. That is not our culture.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But see, he who controls the images controls the people.
Right.
Don't ever forget that. Mm-hmm. He who controls the images controls the people, because it controls the minds, the images. That's why media is so powerful. You understand what I'm saying? That's why YouTube is so powerful. Think about it. It would be if it was no images on your screen. You see my hands moving? If you couldn't see that, it wouldn't be so powerful. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. It's very interesting how the eyes absolutely control the mind.
And no question. Like I tell Ron that all the time.
Definitely.
Especially our people, we are seeing people.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? As we say, I'm from the show me state. You dig what I'm saying? I'm from Missouri. Show me state. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or another saying we just say, don't talk me to death.
Don't what?
Don't talk me to death.
Oh.
Now see, that would be like, what I'm saying, that we used to use a lot of that in the joint. You don't run your mouth. Look, don't talk me to death. Let's just go in here and get this over with. Let's go and throw these hands and get it over with. Don't talk me to death.
Oh boy.
Yeah, don't talk me to death. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't hurt me with your talking. But don't talk me to death. Let's go and do what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't talk me to death.
Right.
So but yeah, so that's a big part of what we're gonna have to deal with. Is changing this so-called culture. See, because we don't have billions of dollars like the small hats have to put behind these rappers and keep that stuff out there. You understand what I'm saying? They got billions to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we're up against when we're talking about taking back the minds of our children. You dig what I'm saying? Another thing. Today, these women today with these babies, what's one of the first things they do so they'll leave them alone at home? What's the first thing they do?
I don't know.
They give them the phone.
Oh.
Well, the baby will leave them alone.
Well, yeah, everybody does that for some odd reason. I don't believe in it. I never have believed in it.
It's because it's a baby. The phone is a babysitter.
Right. Yeah. But you know what? And that's one thing that I've never believed in, but so many people do believe in it. Yeah. And at that point, when you hand that phone over to that child, you are opening up the door to all possibilities.
Right. That's right.
All possibilities. It never matters what you're telling them.
They can hit on something by mistake. They can hit on something by mistake and be into something. Like, and this is what she get. This was somebody with a little money, and the baby somehow got into the phone and did something and opened up a bank account. And the kid just started buying stuff like $10,000 worth. The parent didn't know till the stuff started coming to the house.
Well, that's pretty interesting that you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know that the baby probably got in there by mistake, but it's obvious the child was old enough to know how to order. Ordered up $10,000 worth of stuff.
Wow.
Why you want to give them the phone to play with?
Well, yeah, I mean, and if children have phones, people need to take a look at what's going on in that phone.
It's dangerous.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
you know what? That phone is the new crack for the young folks. They said that the doctors are saying that our children are developing neck problems from looking down like this at the phone all the time. They saying people are getting neck problems.
Of course.
Because they're spending so many hours looking like this.
It's like carpal tunnel. It's the same concept. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that on the world news, about a year ago. So, and they were saying, you know what I'm saying, but not just the young ones, you old ones too.
Yeah.
You old ones too. Now you got the old folks out here. Got the glasses all the way down like this, light, trying to look at, trying to drive. 90 years old. 90 years old.
Granny in the game.
First of all, you ain't got no business out here driving.
Granny in the game.
Right. Now you're looking over your glasses.
Granny in the game.
Trying to look at the phone. 90 years old.
Granny in the game.
I remember one time I pulled up on the side of this truck at the light on Harbor.
Right, funny.
It was 4 people in the car, all women.
I remember you talked about that.
Yeah, they all was looking down like this here. The woman who was driving was older than the kids. It was I ain't gonna even say they was kids. They probably was. I think the ones in the back was like they was like 14, 15. The one that was telling like she was in like her 20s or whatever. But the one was driving, I know she had to be in her 50s. But they all at the light like this here. I looked over at them. I looked over at her. I'm just sitting there laughing. I had to blow the horn. And she looked over at me. I said, sweetheart, everybody in that car is looking down like this here at the phone. And she busts out laughing herself. She busts out laughing. Because she knew I was telling the truth. Everybody sitting there, all 4 of them, looking at their phones. The power of the image, of images.
Right. And I also think that, just because of technology, people want to be so deep into technology in every avenue that they can get in. Everybody wants to be tech savvy because they keep saying that the world is moving into that direction and we all need to get involved. And it's moving in the direction that's destroying us.
But you're on the wrong end of it.
Well,
now, if you want to be tech savvy, you need to start things.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? In the tech world. You understand?
Right.
Not holding your phone. Be the owner of some of this stuff on the phone.
Yes.
You understand?
Oh yeah.
I used to tell my grandson, I said, man, y'all sit up and play these games and stuff all day, all night. I done seen on Facebook, on TikTok, Instagram, where you got these little white kids on there inventing the games.
Right.
Before they 9 and 10 years old, they millionaires already. They inventing the games. You understand what I'm saying? They are the inventors of the games.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But our kids sit up and play them all day instead of trying to invent them.
It's the same thing with the tennis shoes. And the Coach bags. I mean, all the designer stuff. I mean, it's insane. But you know, that is that's one area. But as far as why our children are in the spaces that we're in, we have to figure that out piece by piece, because that is what's causing the devastation.
But we know a lot of it starts at home. It starts at home.
Exactly. So we got to try to interrupt that part.
Yeah, because you have to understand, when that kid come out of that house, when you first drop that kid off at preschool or whatever, the only thing that kid knows is what he learned or she learned at home. And that's what that kid going to project. That's what that kid is going to do and say what they learned at home, because they don't know nothing else yet. They ain't been exposed to anything else but what was going on at home.
Right.
And that's going to tell the tale right there.
That is the beginning of the fall of the empire. Whether people want to believe it, accept it, acknowledge it, take ownership, it's factual.
That's it.
How you train your children is what they'll turn out to be in life.
That's it.
And that's the truth.
That's it.
And that's work. You got to train. It's work.
Yeah, it's work.
It's 24/7, 7 days a week, 365.
Yeah, it's work, man.
So we got to be able to.
Yeah, taking me through the ringer, man. You understand what I'm saying? Had me going crazy, man. You dig what I'm saying? And all the time I done put in him, and you put time in him too. You dig what I'm saying? For him to, to start doing the things he started to do. You understand what I'm saying? It just puzzled me. I couldn't understand it. But what can I say? See,
that's our thing. We as some adults don't want our children to be held accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
And as soon as we start that, we start that trend.
They hide behind it.
Children think they don't have to be accountable. Period.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is unfortunate that we have to be every step of the way correcting and making them be accountable. And like I said, this is 7 days a week, 365 days out the year, for a long, long, long time until they finally get it. And that's the whole thing, is that we have to learn how to feel like being parents and holding our children accountable and holding ourselves accountable. I've had that conversation over and over and over again about, we want to hold other people accountable, but when it comes down to our accountability, we're running from it. We're hiding from it.
Yeah.
We don't want to be confronted.
I must agree.
And that's something that has cost us a lot across the board. Absolutely across the board. And that's the one thing that we have got to curve, so that way we can really reach our children. We got to be able to curb that behavior of the parents. And no child should be made to fend for themselves unless they're adults and they're on their own. But if they're under their mom and dad's roof, they should not be out fending for themselves. And I found that over the weekend.
Oh, you got a lot of them out there. I see them every day. I see them.
Yes.
So you just seen it then.
I know.
Stuff I see every day. These are little kids that I talk to every day.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. So we need to get their parents involved. I mean, even if it's nothing but an introduction to the parents, will give us a feel of what is going on.
Yeah, well, we're going to put programs together for that.
Yeah, we got to curb that behavior. I mean, our children are suffering left and right, and they're trying to survive.
Yeah. Well, see, you know what? See, the parents need parenting programs.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You dig what I'm saying? Because they don't know what to do. And then a lot of them, I hate to say, they, on smoking and drinking every day. You understand what I'm saying? So how much parenting can you do?
You can't.
Because once that stuff wear off, you ready to go to sleep. You ready to lay down
You can't do any parenting when you're under the influence.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why
that's
kids
unfortunate.
are doing what they do.
Right. That's unfortunate. And drugs are still a choice.
Yeah.
Drugs are still a choice. Alcohol is still a choice.
It's a choice at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But then
that's what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah, at the beginning. Right. But once you get hooked,
that's it.
It ain't a choice no more.
Right.
It's a must have.
Right.
You understand? Because a lot of people can't function without it.
Yeah.
You can't function without it.
Right.
If you call that functioning.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you call that functioning.
Yeah. Very sad.
Yeah. But but that's what we're up against. But all we can do is take a step at a time.
Right.
We ain't gonna better save the world.
But if we work together, we can do a lot.
Right. Let me finish. I said at the start.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, we ain't gonna better save the world at the start. You understand what I'm saying? But eventually, we can save the world. You understand what I'm saying? See, because I know that. I don't believe it. I know it. You see what I'm saying? Because that's why it goes back to each one teach two. See, most people say each one teach one, but each one teach two. Because this is the reason why I say that. If you got more than 2-3 people, say you got 10 kids in the room. You understand what I'm saying? If you could teach one of them and they teach their brothers and sisters, there you go.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why people hear me say 2 + 2 = 8. And they be like, oh man, there you go with that crazy stuff again. I say,
right.
Because you don't get the concept. If them 2 teach 2, them 2 teach 2, and them 2 teach 2, and them 2 teach 2, how many is that? That's 8. But you only sent out 2 people. You understand me?
Yes.
You only sent out 2 people, and you got 2 people over there, over here. You double them, that's what? That's 8 people, right?
Right.
That's the concept. Okay.
Right.
That's why in my book 2 + 2 = 8.
Okay, so Ron says Black people need more discipline and more ambition. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Discipline definitely is a big thing.
Ambition too.
But I'm just saying, but when you are disciplined, then the ambition just comes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right. And that helps you be focused.
I can remember long ago, I forget his name, Mac, what was his name? He used to have a store on 125th of St. Clair. McDowell. Was it McDowell? Mac something. And I remember he told me one time, he said, man, let me tell you something. He said, man, I'm gonna tell you y'all problem. He said, man, you so-called Negroes got too much freedom.
Too much freedom?
Too much freedom. Y'all have just enough freedom to destroy yourselves.
Well, that's the truth.
See, then it didn't register. What he was saying, I agree with him 100%. It didn't register then because I was younger. It didn't register then. But it's registering now because you're hearing me repeat it. You understand me?
Yes.
At that time, I thought he was just trying to talk down on me. You understand what I'm saying? I thought he was trying to talk down on me. Because I ain't gonna lie, it was in the morning and I was buying a bottle of wine.
Oh boy.
And that's why he said it. Yeah, I was getting a pint of Rick James. I ain't gonna lie. I'm transparent.
Well, we know you're not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm transparent. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, I was getting a pint of Rick James.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was trying to talk down on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it started registering to me about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't stick in my head then.
Right. But it came back.
No, because you know what? It went into my subconscious mind.
That's what I'm saying. And it moved back forward.
There it is.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Once my head got clear.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh wow. You know, I said, oh wow. I mean, it might have been 10 years, 20 years ago. It's been a long while that it came back to me, and I understood what he was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I understood what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
All my ambition and everything it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It was gone.
Yeah, it was a rough road.
Yeah, it was gone. You dig what I'm saying? But you know, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? See, all I can do is try to pass on what I know.
Yeah, those experiences mean everything.
See, because you know what? Like I tell the little brothers in the street, little brother, I ain't gonna give you nothing I believe. I'm gonna give you what I know.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't giving you nothing I heard, nothing I believe. I'm giving you what I live.
Right. That's right. Firsthand.
I'm giving you what I live. And I can tell you what the end result of that's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you what the end result of that's gonna be.
That's true.
You know, I hate to say this, but some of these little guys in the street, prison is the best place for them.
In some cases, it's unfortunate. Right. It's unfortunate. Some don't need to be running amok on the streets.
Listen. As we used to say, I wasn't arrested. I was rescued.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I wasn't arrested. I was rescued.
Mm-hmm.
See. When I talk to little brothers and I tell them my whole life, they out of school. I know you old. You ain't no 60. Then you don't look 60. I say, you know why? Because I was preserved. You're like, how you was preserved? I say, them institutions you about to start going through. You see? That penitentiary system will preserve you too, though. Because when you get in there, ain't no drinking and smoking and all that old stuff you've been doing.
That's right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cold turkey.
Your head cold turkey.
Cold
your
turkey.
Head clear. You dig what I'm saying?
Whether you like it or not.
There it is.
Oh boy. Brutal.
I mean, just think about it. Mm-hmm. Just think about it. You got guys, go in at 14, 15, 16 years old. They might come out 10 years later, 20 years later. Well, I say, anywhere from 5 to 10, 5 years. I'm gonna tell you something. 5 years ain't enough. 5 years ain't enough. 5 years ain't enough. I'm gonna keep it real. 5 years ain't enough. 5 years is just enough time for you to put a plan together to come back and try it again.
Oh my!
See, a nickel ain't enough. So you do a nickel, you come back home with a better plan. You think there is a better plan than the one you had.
Only to find out it's not.
Well. See, listen. See, it ain't like it used to be. Back in the late 70s and the early 80s, in the joints, that's why we call them universities.
Mm-hmm.
On the yard, you had certain tables. This table might be paper hangers. Paper hangers are check, do the checks.
Mm-hmm.
We call that hanging paper.
Right.
You sit at that table, you give them a pack of cigarettes, they teach you how to hang paper. You go to this table here, they might be safe crackers.
Oh boy.
You get them a pack of cigarettes. You understand what I'm saying? You sit there, they teach you how, get you started on how to crack safes. You only gonna get so much for a pack of cigarettes. Tomorrow you come back and get the rest of it. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, you go to this table, it might be the pimp boys table. You know what I'm saying? Old pimps. At that table, gonna teach you how to pimp. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you, it was them places be a school of criminology. They teach you how to teach you how to be a better criminal. But they charge you for it. Cigarettes and stuff like that there. You understand me? But it ain't like that no more. But that's how it was back then. You dig what I'm saying? So, see, you know what? I'm telling you how crazy it is. I sit there and let this old dude teach me this stuff. A lot of them ain't never going home, ain't been on the streets in 15, 20, 30 years. But I'm gonna listen to them. That's show you.
I'll see you later.
When they left the streets, it was 8 tracks. Listen. When they left the street, it was 8 tracks. It was 8 tracks in the car. You know what I'm saying? The snatch out. You know, the snatch out 8 tracks and take it with you so nobody steal it.
I remember that. Oh
they
my God.
They ain't been on the street in 15, 20 years. And we're going to sit there and listen to them. They don't even know what's going on in the real world.
Yeah, you'll be back. Either way it goes.
Listen.
Moved into the age of the Jetsons.
You could be getting dressed out, and certain CEOs and certain corporals might be in there, and they'll tell you, yeah, you got another bid on you. We'll see you. We'll see you back. You got a couple more bits in you.
Hard hit it.
Yeah, you got a couple more bits in you. You know, you be like, man, shit, you can ready to get out now. So you talk. I mean, even though if they mess with me, I talk crazy to them anyway. But on my way out, I'm really gonna let them have it. You dig what I'm saying? I'm dressing out.
We'll see you in a little while.
Who you think you talking to? You know what I'm saying? I'm cussing them out. You dig what I'm saying? When I tell them, yeah, I better not see you out here, though. Let me see you on the street. That's why y'all stay in these little towns, because y'all scared of the big city. I said, if I ever catch you up in Cleveland, is mine.
Right.
But then look, you got to come back and see him.
That's right. That's why as soon as you left, they wagered a small bet amongst each other. We'll have this fool back again. Don't worry. He'll be coming back talking some more shit.
Yeah. As soon as you come in, take him straight to the hole. Take him to the hole. See, we had what we call reception, which was called Lorraine. And it used to be this little Chinese dude. He used to talk crazy. You dig what I'm saying? Talk crazy. And, when you come in, you got to get butt naked. And then everybody got to turn around to the wall. And then you got to squat, open up your cheeks, and cough. I ain't doing it.
How degrading is that?
I ain't doing it.
How degrading is that?
Listen. I was coming through there so much that when the Chinese dude would see me come, oh man, you back again. He would say, look here. They used to say, yep, dress him in and take him to the hole. Because he knew I wasn't going to squat. Everybody be squatting, I'm standing there. I ain't squatting, I ain't finna do it.
Right.
I'm not finna open up my cheeks for you.
That's right. Oh, God.
I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna do it.
Wow.
So, they just say, man, look, oh, man, that's Muhammad. Dress Muhammad in, take him to the hole right now. Because he ain't finna follow. He ain't finna, he gonna come in.
Hard hit it.
He coming in unruly from the start. But guess what? I ain't been over my cheeks though. They took me to the hole. I ain't been taking my cheeks. I might be in the hole for a week and they take me to whatever house they taking me to.
You stood your grounds. That's what I love about you.
But that I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I just wasn't doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like I had nothing up there.
Right.
I ain't had no drugs up there because that's what they're thinking. You got some drugs up there.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't sticking nothing up there.
No way. Woo!
I ain't sticking nothing up there. Look here, man. Listen.
Leave that thing alone, right?
Yeah, but you had guys that did it. That's what they do. You got guys in there. That's their hustle.
Mm-hmm.
To go on the visit and meet your people. Your people sneaking in through the visit, and they come to visit him. So for somebody else, and you understand what I'm saying?
What could be so unclean? It's horrible, monstrous. That's very unclean.
Yeah, it's rap or
ain't enough rapping in the world. It's filthy.
Yeah, or I tell you, this I ain't trying to get into the prison stuff, but it is what it is. It's like they got vending machines. So say your broad come to visit you and she bringing you some drugs in. She'll put them into these, put them into the balloons.
Mm-hmm.
With the drugs inside the balloon tied tight.
Mm-hmm.
And she go to the vending machine and get a bag of potato chips, and she'll drop the balloons down inside the potato chips and hand you the bag, and you eating them. But you actually eating the balloons with the what's in there, you swallowing them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So you know what you gotta wait for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, so you take the plastic bag, put it in the toilet, you dig what I'm saying? And every time you gotta, get on the toilet, you gotta put the plastic bag in there, just in case this is when it's coming. You dig what I'm saying? Then after that happens though, but after that happens, he the man now.
Well,
he the man.
Anyways.
Yeah, but that's just a little.
We are so far off of my subject.
I know, but yeah, what did it say? I seen more than I expected.
Now I'm hearing more than I expected.
Because I seen more than I expected.
You just can't behave.
Okay.
You just refuse. Okay. So Mike says, laugh out loud. They have the body cam now that makes you take an x-ray. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh boy.
That's right. That's why I say I'm talking about back then.
Yes, Lord have mercy. Well, yeah, that's very unfortunate. And that could be a good story for kids that don't realize what really goes on in jail.
See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I have what these kids need. Mm-hmm. I just gotta. We it ain't about no finding a way. We're gonna get in front of it. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, we got to get all our paperwork together. Then we can start applying to these places and showing them, because the first thing they're gonna ask for is your paperwork.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Mm. And then I'll be able to go into these DHs and these places in the jails and stuff like that. Right. There, you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And go into schools and speak to the kids in the school.
That's what we need to do.
That's what I'm saying. And speak to the kids in the school and put programs together. Put together after school program at one of these centers. You understand what I'm saying? Even if we got to rent a spot, you dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Once we get everything up and running. But I'm gonna let you take the floor for a minute. I got to take me a break. Okay, give you a solo screen. I got to take a break.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I'm very concerned about where we will start with the parenting situation. Because I know that there are going to be parents that are going to push back. They're going to say, mind your own business. And a lot of times they'll say, mind your own business, because somebody has already been in their business threatening to take their children from them. And they will get very intimidated and turn a blind eye quickly when it comes down to us trying to figure out a way to help them because they're already at risk. And we won't know that until we get involved, until we absolutely get involved and find out what really is going on. And for the parents that are at risk for losing their children, there's got to be a way to get them on track so that way they can keep their children. Because we want our children to stay with their parents. We don't want to see our children in foster care. And there are so many children in foster care simply because the mom or the dad is not doing the proper thing. If they can't find themselves staying clean or finding themselves working a job so that way they can provide for their family, and they're not being responsible, that's hard. And we gotta, it's a lot of stuff that we have to, figure out and deal with, because we need to do everything that we can to save all the children, even the ones that are not necessarily at risk yet. And that's another thing that I fear, is there are some out here that are on the straight and narrow. Then all of a sudden they get a certain age, then they flip the script. And we got to know what's causing this. For every situation, there is a reason for the downfall. And we've got to catch these kids before they fall. We got to catch these parents before they fall. And if they have fallen, we got to help them get back up and get in the saddle and keep moving. Got to keep it moving. We can't just give up because we have fallen short. We've had our fair share of bumps and bruises, and we've been able to survive and make it. Okay, so we have Elisa Harris. I work for CMSD. I'll help any way I can. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Do we have all of your information? Definitely appreciate you tuning in. We'll have to make sure you send Raheem an email.
That's the candle lady.
Oh, is it?
Yep, that's the candle lady.
I didn't know that. I love your candles. I love your candles. I didn't know that.
Yep, that's the candle lady.
Yeah.
She was at Kennedy's reunion, remember?
Right. But you didn't tell me she did the candles. I don't know how I love her candles.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that was her who did the candles.
She had a stand there. She had a stand there right there where y'all was getting them.
Listen.
Y'all was getting the popsicles out or whatever.
Listen.
Okay.
There was so much going on. My first time there. A lot going on. You should have taken the time to say to me, this is the lady that got the candle.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at that time, I was doing the YouTube on my phone. Remember?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it got back.
But that's beautiful. So Mike says, yes, that would be great if you can get inside the schools and detention centers. That's the only way we're going to change the mindset of Black children. Yep. And that's very true. We got to get in there. Oh, thank you. I want another candle too. Very nice candles.
Yeah, she'll get with
very fragrant. Yes.
She just did it.
Yes. I'll inbox top my number. Yes. Thank you. Very fragrant candles. Yeah. So we gotta, and if we can get in once we get our paperwork together.
We're gonna
make efforts to get in. I'm going to take time off from my job.
We're gonna get in.
I'm gonna take time off from my job to go.
Let me tell you something. I know they waiting on a guy like me.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna definitely take my time off from work to go.
Yeah, they're waiting on a guy like me. Mm-hmm. What I mean by most of these places with the staff in most of these places, they are waiting on a guy like me. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're waiting on a guy like me, but the wait is about to be over. The wait is about to be over. We're going to take them by storm.
That's good news.
Yeah, we're going to take them by storm.
Good.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to take them by storm.
That is good news.
Yeah, we're going to take them by storm. Yeah. um, like I said, my vision get clearer and clearer every day.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, that was yesterday. I said I was gonna take some of them books, put them in my trunk, and pass them out. And I said I was gonna do that, and that's what I did today.
Yeah, kids do love books. It's a good out. It's a good way to fine tune their imaginations. It's a way to step into a different world and get a different understand other people's experiences. I mean, reading is definitely a key. It is definitely a key to your life, and gives you the ability to know what can be done, what has been done, and especially when it comes down to our history. More and more we're going to be moving into that area of passing out history books in reference to our history, because children do love reading, and they'll enjoy it. They will definitely enjoy it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thumb up the video, thumb up the video, thumb up the video. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, we're on the move. We're on the move.
I just want to see through this whole process, our babies, are taken care of, but I also want to see more people sober up, because sobriety is going to help across the board. It's going to help across the board. The more sober people we have, maybe the drugs will go away and go into someone else's neighborhood that can afford it and got all the rehab facilities in the other part of the world that cost $100,000 a year to go. Yeah, get that stuff out of our neighborhood. It doesn't belong. It does not belong.
Because they try to make it like it's part of our culture.
I know,
and it's
but it
not.
doesn't.
That's
Yes,
what I was saying earlier.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That's not our culture.
Exactly. It doesn't belong, and we need to get our people sober. We got to get them sober, get them healthy. Because if you're sober, you can get healthy. You have a different mindset all the way around. I mean, that's an important thing.
See, they want our people to be high and everything, because you can't make a conscious decision. You can't make good decisions high,
no,
drunk, or whatever you want to put it.
And that's why I say we got to get them sober.
That's it. You can't make decisions.
We got to sober up the babies, got to sober up the parents, the aunts, the uncles, whoever it is. We need to get sober so we can get our heads back on right.
Yes, yeah.
Across the board.
Yeah.
Because once you get sober, you see things differently.
Ain't no question.
And you won't believe what you see, and that you done wasted so much time doing the wrong thing. Now time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence.
Mm-hmm.
I just told you that today.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many words. So many words. I told you that today.
Yes.
Okay.
It's unfortunate, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna get it all together. We got a hell of a team.
Yeah. That we do.
That is so important.
That we do.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with the team.
Yes, everybody is great.
Yeah.
Everybody, yes.
I'm impressed with the team. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Really impressed.
And that's going to make a difference as well.
Yeah.
It's going to make a very big difference. Just the people seeing us interact like professionals.
Mm-hmm.
Like professionals.
Like the professionals that we are.
That's right. So that's going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
fact. Yeah. You know, because it's even now, I'm seeing now that it's just got to be the right group. And it's a lot of people trying to get me in their groups on these social medias. All of a sudden, I'm getting a lot of invites and want me to join they. You understand what I'm saying? You know, but see, I don't join nothing that I don't know nothing about. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know nothing that I don't know nothing that I don't know anything about. But it's Instagram and all these other things. They always sending me stuff. I see in the last 6 months, you know, wanted me to join their groups or be on their lives with them. But I have to check them out first. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, I'm not going to be anything that's promoting perfumery.
That's right.
And we got to get with that brother. I meant to send you his information. I want you to look through that information he has.
Yeah, you told me about the other day.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, because it would be nice to have him on.
Yeah. But I need to check the information and make sure everything is, you know what I'm saying, copacetic. Yeah.
Did you ever hear from Pancho?
No.
Oh, okay.
I ain't heard from Pancho.
Same thing with Pat. Your friend Pat. He came on that one time. We haven't had him since.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, Pat worked nights.
Well, he got his own show though. I mean, I remember he just
be on YouTube. So I mean, on Facebook sometime when he can. But yeah, I think Pat got to work certain nights. Most of the nights he got. I think he got to. You know, he got to get a few hours of sleep. I think he got. I forget what time he told me he got. You know, he
drove the truck.
Yeah. And he got to. I don't know if he had out like 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock, something like that.
Oh my.
Yeah, so he had to try to give him a few hours worth of sleep. But I will reach out to him though.
Yeah,
I'll reach out to him and see what's going on with him because I haven't seen him on Facebook or nothing in a while.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm saying he had a few posts up because he do be posting. But he ain't been on there live or anything.
Okay.
See, you know what? See, this is one thing people see once they get on these things. This stuff is not easy to do every day or 5 days a week. It ain't easy. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to get content. The content is not easy. You understand what I'm saying? After a while, you run out of content up here. You got to go out and find content there. You understand what I'm saying? See, and me, I'm not going to just use just anything for content just to try to get some views or whatever.
No, that's not proper.
Because for some people it is.
Really?
But they do.
Okay.
And they get thousands and thousands of views. You see what I'm saying? You know, but that's them. That's not me.
Well, sometimes when you're a part of the circus, you draw the same crowd everywhere you go.
Well, you gotta let a clown finish their act.
Huh?
You have to let a clown finish their act.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, See, I mean, when you think about Barnum and Bailey, look at how much money they made.
Right. See, that's my dude Crutchfield saying. That's my dude Crutchfield saying when we be out, he say, "Top, come on, no, let him finish, Top." He said, "Man, you gotta let the clown finish their act." He said, "Cause if they don't, they're gonna bother you all night because they ain't get a chance to finish."
They could be worse.
And he ain't never lied. They
could be worse.
Yeah, and he ain't never lied. He said, "Top, you gotta let the clown finish their act, man."
That's right.
And I stand there and let dude finish his act. And he done with me the rest of the night. You see what I'm saying? If you don't, every time you see it, he's gonna stop you and say, "Man, you know, now what I was saying was, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let him finish their act."
That's right. I like that.
Yeah, you gotta let the clown finish their act. That's my dude
Mhm.
Crutchfield saying. And he ain't never lied. He ain't never lied. You gotta let them finish their act or they'll bother you the rest of the night till
Yeah.
they get a chance to finish with you.
Mm.
Let them get it off right then and you done.
Right.
Cause you'll be trying to walk away and they'll be holding your arm. And you know
Right, you silly.
they will.
Hey, hold your arm. Come on now.
They be holding your arm. You know what I'm saying? Or get their arm around you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
You be trying to get loose, Crutchfield said, listen, he said, Top, listen, this is what you got to understand, man. They think you somebody. He said, man, they think you somebody. So you got to let them finish, man. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody looking and they think you somebody. So, you know, you got to let the clown finish his act.
Yeah.
You know.
If you want to get rid of them.
You know. He said, because they think you somebody, Top.
Mhm.
What Crutchfield told me, he said, man, now for real, Top, these people here, they really think you somebody, man.
You are though.
But you understand what I'm saying when he's saying.
You're the kingpin.
But when he said, I understand what he's saying because
Yeah.
we're on the same level.
Yeah, right. I
You
get
got
it.
the same mindset. You
I
dig
get it.
what I'm saying? Yeah. You know.
I get it.
Yeah. You know. And then he said, you know, Top, you gotta remember, man, we know a lot of people, man. He said, man, when I'm out of you, if I'm out and you ain't with me, you know, they the first thing they say, man, when you see you do Top Cat, when you see Top, you dig what I'm saying? What he doing? Woo, 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 woo. And the same thing, dudes be, you know, asking me, man, when you see Crutchfield? Remember we was over your sister house, your dude knew Crutchfield. Remember?
Right.
Yeah. When we was over Brenda's house.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, he knew Crutchfield. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? We know a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes when the person ain't seen you in a long time, you dig in a little while, you dig what I'm saying? You gotta let the clown finish his act. If not, it's gonna be all every time you see him. And you know, I was saying, man. Okay.
Yeah, you hate to show up again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Crutchfield told me that about 20 years ago when we used to be at the old, you know, up at Skeets and the Robs on Saturday nights and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like 20 years ago. But so first they'll say, man, look, you gotta let the clown finish their act, man. So they gonna bother you all night. Yeah, he ain't never lied. That's one thing he never lied about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this is the Few the Proud of For Real TV. And sweetheart, we've been on here almost an hour and a half, so I'm gonna let you go on and you ready to do your close out or you gonna keep rolling? I know you.
Well, you kind of took over my show. You know how you do.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you take it back over.
Well, we at the end now.
Well, go ahead.
I guess
it don't have to be the end. Keep going. Go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet. It's on you. Look, I'm about to mute myself. I'm about to give you a full screen. I'm about to give you a full screen, and you can finish your show. And I'm gonna mute myself.
Well, I knew he would not be able to just manage himself and let me do this. I knew it. For some odd reason, it's very hard for him. But anyway, my whole point is that, you know, on Sunday, I saw more than I expected to see. And that just puts me in a space of we have got to come together as a community, not just the For Real team, because we are already glued together. But we got to glue up the whole city. We got to glue families back together. You know, I talked to a couple people who hadn't spoken to family in a long time. And we got to stop this. We have got to stop this because our babies need to know their families. They need to know the other side of the family. We got to come together. We need to know our neighbors. We need to interact with our neighbors to a point. If it's nothing but hello, how are you? Because sometimes you go through your community and people don't even say hello. The children don't say hello. And that's not what we want. We want to be very connected. We want to be very tight. And what happens to one child happens to all of our children. That's the mindset that we have to take. If this baby is suffering, all of the babies are suffering. And we don't want that to happen. We cannot allow that to happen. And we should never, ever, ever see it happen and not do anything about it. So my heart bleeds for the community, and I'm hoping, I want us to come together as a group. The young lady in the audience said that she was willing to help us out. I definitely appreciate her, and I'm hoping there are more people in the city of Cleveland that are going to step in and help us figure this all out together. Because I think, starting at ground zero, getting ourselves out there is definitely going to be our hurdle. And we're going to do some hot cards so that way, as a group, we can pass them out so that people will at least know we're there, other than just, the one event that we had on that Sunday. We're just going to have to get ourselves out there and make sure that people know that we're there, and we are going to do something to make sure we turn this situation around. We have got to lay, like Raheem always says, we got to lay that map so that everyone can follow. Everyone can follow. And that's what's important. We got to get our Black people back strong, our families back strong. We got to really get back into loving each other and caring enough to say, I'm going to make a difference. Even if it's not within the community, within your own household. Because there are people in the world that are not going to be willing to be out in the community, and that's understood. But if you need help getting your own house in order, we're there to help you do that as well. We want to help do that as well, because that's where it starts. That's where it starts. All the young mothers out there, we got to reach them. We got to put them in the right direction so that way they can provide and make sure their babies have a future. And make them understand that now your life is on hold. Your babies' lives have to be first and foremost in everything that you do. Everything you think to do, you have to have your children in mind. That is the only way they're going to be successful, is that they are first and foremost. So I thank everybody who tuned in tonight. Ron, Mike, Elise. Let's see, who else did we have? Alan, definitely Alan, my nephew. He's wonderful. And you guys have a great evening. Don't forget to thumb up the video before you leave. And subscribe to the channel. It will be a beautiful thing.
All right now. This is the Future Proud of For Real TV. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I think it was a great show. And Right Black got you tomorrow. So I'm going to say good night. Peace and Black power. And everybody stay strong and keep moving on.
All right. Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.